Learning a new language can be, well, kind of intimidating, right? You think of stuffy classrooms, really complex grammar, and it's so easy to just lose your motivation. But what if your teacher felt more like a friend, someone who's really cheering you on? Today, we're going to get to know Riae Sensei, a Japanese teacher who is totally changing the game for her students.
And this really says it all, doesn't it? Fun and easy to understand. It sounds so simple, but it's a huge departure from your typical language class. This whole philosophy isn't about stressful memorization. It's all built around making things clear and actually enjoying the process. It's the core of everything she does.
So, what's her secret sauce? How does she actually make learning so clear and, effective? Well, the answer is pretty fascinating, and it's found in a professional background that's really, really unique. Get this, for 5 whole years, Riae taught Japanese to deaf children. Just think about that challenge for a second. You have to explain complex ideas like grammar and new words without relying on sound at all. That experience made her an absolute master of visual communication, and that skill has pretty much become her superpower for teaching all of her students today. And here's what that superpower looks like in her classroom. Her lessons are just packed with rich, expressive hand gestures, super clear illustrations, and all kinds of visual support. And this isn't just for show. It's a technique that works on multiple senses. When you see something, hear it, and connect it to a gesture, your brain builds these stronger pathways, which makes it so much easier to remember later on. And her students feel that difference right away. Like this beginner says, the visual style isn't just cute, it's an incredibly powerful learning tool. It kind of creates this safety net, It takes away that fear of misunderstanding that can really hold you back when you're just starting out. Okay, so a unique method is great and all, but what do the students actually think? I mean, the real test of any teacher is whether the students are happy, right? So let's dive into the data. The feedback is, well, it's about as clear as it gets. Just look at this chart. A full 100% of her students gave her either a 4 or 5-star rating. That is amazing. We're not just talking about a couple of nice reviews. This is a solid pattern of excellence and students who are genuinely satisfied. So what's behind those perfect scores? It really comes down to a few key things. Students consistently talk about the fun atmosphere, the super clear explanations, and the fact that they get tons of time to actually speak. They feel supported, and the lessons are always perfectly matched to their level. It's basically the dream learning environment. And testimonials like this one, wow. They really say it all. For this student, Riae isn't just the best Japanese teacher they've had, but maybe the best language teacher they've ever had, period. That is an incredible thing to hear. And this praise is coming from all over the world. A student from Korea points out another one of her biggest strengths, her patience. Knowing that your teacher will actually wait for you while you search for the right words. That's absolutely huge for building the confidence you need to speak. Okay, so we've established the lessons are fun and the students feel totally supported. But let's get to the bottom line, because this is what every serious learner wants to know. Does it actually work? Will I improve? Well, the results really do speak for themselves. And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. You can see it right here in the chart. Every single student who was surveyed said they improved. Most felt they improved significantly, and the rest are improving bit by bit. And this is so important. It shows that the fun, supportive method leads directly to real, measurable progress. And that progress is happening all across the board, from active skills like speaking and listening to the foundations like grammar and vocabulary. Students are seeing real gains everywhere. It shows her approach is really balanced, building a well-rounded fluency instead of just focusing on one thing. So we know her method works. Now, how does this all apply to you? Every student is different, right? We all have our own unique goals. And a truly great teacher gets that and knows how to adapt. I mean, just look at the range of her students' goals. Some are working on passing those super tough JLPT exams. Others need to nail professional business Japanese. And a lot of them just want to have a fun, casual chat with their friends. This variety really shows you just how flexible her teaching style is. And she supports all these different goals by customizing the lessons. If you're a beginner, the focus is all about mastering those basics, using those amazing illustrations we talked about. But for more advanced students, the lessons can shift to things like free-flowing conversation, tricky grammar points, or even specialized business Japanese. It's a completely personalized path. Which brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. After seeing her unique method, all the stellar reviews, the proof that it works, and the custom support she offers,
What about your journey? What is it that you want to achieve?
Learning a new language really is an adventure, and having the right guide can make all the difference in the world. With Riae, it seems like you're not just getting a teacher, you're getting a true, supportive friend for the journey. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.